to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi the Light Seer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. I am your host. I am Mimi the Light Seer, and over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. No child, we're about to get into somebody's business. Good morning to all of my guppies, my friends on the graveyard shift. Good evening to my international family. If you are new to the Pisces Tarot experience, we are live on YouTube, okay? We have transitioned off of TikTok to provide the most seamless experience where you not only get to see me, you get to chat, but you also get to see the spread and the layout of the cards. So for that experience, if you are watching behind the scenes on TikTok, you definitely need to head on over to YouTube right now and to subscribe and watch the show from there, okay? Today's agenda, first, we want to start out with, if you're returning fish to chat, go ahead and put a fish. If you are a returning guest, well, I said that wrong. If you are a new guest to Pisces Tarot, please go ahead and put a star in the chat. If you are a returning guest, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We want to be able to, I'm talking in word salad this morning. We want to be able to recognize our folks. So if you're new here, go ahead and put a star in the chat. If you are a returning guest, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. Ma'am, go somewhere and sit down. And that's Sasha, everybody. Been on one, okay? So today's agenda consists of a few things. First and foremost, we're going to start out with a brief meditation. Breath work is important, okay? Then we'll try to do our sound cleansing. Then we'll do a deep divine download and or earworm today. I will go ahead and transition into the energy reading where I will tell you what the energy is saying. Then I will validate what I have told you in the tarot card reading. And then we'll close this out, okay? So hopefully we'll get straight to it, all right? And if you're wondering why my energy is kind of, it's because I had a night. I've been tossing and turning all night. As you can see, I have bags under my eyes. I have been tossing and turning all night long. And I finally came to the point where it was like, okay, it's 4:30. I could at least get up now, you know? So just bear with me, y'all. It's been rough, okay? It has been a rough couple of weeks, but I'm thankful that you guys who rock with me, y'all know what's going on. If you know, you know. And thank you for your grace and for your patience, okay? All right, so let's go over here and head over to this quick breath work. For our breath work, we do 4 deep breaths in. We'll hold it for 4, release it for 4. Do that 4 times, okay? If y'all ready, let's go. Yes. Okay. Here we go, guys. Sound bowl. Even a Timu bowl said it ain't working today. All right, y'all. So if y'all ready to go ahead and get into this reading, you guys, I want you to find those hand clapping emojis. This is an interactive experience. I talk to you, so I want you to talk back to me. So guess what? This is interactive, okay? So I need you to find those hand clapping emojis, and if you're ready to get into this reading, I need you to go ahead and drop those hand clapping emojis in the chat. And if you are watching again behind the scenes, head on over to YouTube so that you can get the full experience. All right, here we go. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, everybody. All right, here we go. And now my dog wants to bother me. All right, guys. So each day before I start a reading, I always take time to reflect upon the immediate energy that Spirit is sharing with me, whether it be through divine messages or earworms. And today, what I am hearing from Spirit, well, that's a beautiful card. What I'm seeing from Spirit today, or hearing from Spirit, is that we got to learn how to trust, okay? Trusting divine timing, trusting that things will work out, trusting that you will be where you need to be, when you need to be there, how you need to be there, having that full-fledged trust. And I recognize that we live in not only a day, but a time where things are so topsy-turvy and turbulent, it's nauseating. To no end, it is nauseating. And when you really think about all the things that are going on in one's life, remember we've been talking about anxiety, we've been talking about grief, we've been talking about depression, we've been talking about acknowledging and recognizing our feelings, right? And so with that, just a moment, y'all. Ma'am, go sit down. Sorry, y'all. My dog has been bugging since 3:30 this morning. Now, what I was saying was, there's a lot going on in the world that it can get very overwhelming very quickly. And a lot of us are going through these instances where we're coasting through life, unwilling to trust that it will work out, unwilling to trust that things will come together, and going through these tornado cycles of life just coming at you fast, okay? And so the download today was learning how to trust. Just be okay and trusting. Which is very challenging to do in those instances where you have a lot going on, right? And life is coming at you fast. Like, how do I still trust that it's going to work out for me? How do I still trust that it is going to work out for my highest and my greatest good, right? So this morning, that is the message that I have for you, is to trust. And as you may recall, a couple of weeks ago, we did talk about the difference between trust and belief. And it was a really good thing. So let me pull that up. Now, for those of you who are new, no, I'm not sick. My nose does this when I do a reading. Okay. So trust is defined as a firm belief in reliability, truth, ability, strength of someone or something. Okay. That is the noun version. It is also a verb, to believe in reliability, truth, ability, or strength of. Okay. So when we talk about trust, you got to have a firm belief that it cannot fail. You have to have a strong belief that it is the right thing, that it will work out. And as you go through life, you get in these cycles where your trust is under attack and you don't even know what to believe. Okay. So let's look up what to believe. We looked up trust, belief. Belief is also a noun, which means it is a person, place, or thing. An acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. The second definition is trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. Okay? So when we talk about Trust. When we talk, good morning, Alicia. When we talk about trust, when we talk about belief, you got to be confident in that very thing. You got to be confident in that very thing. And the reality is, many are going through life where your confidence has been attacked, where you have been in a position and in a place that you don't even know what to believe anymore. And I don't know about you, but I find myself being here now. You know how when we make jokes about the FAFO phase, it's like, effed around. Now it's time for you to find out. Well, if you did that diagram, okay, you put life on one side and then you put attack on another side. I am at that point, And the reality is, I have to trust. I have to have full confidence in the operation of God, which is what I believe in. That I will not be left behind. That there is going to work out. And when we talk about that, when it comes to love too. We got to trust. It's some uncomfortable things going on. You got to trust. All right. So today's word was about trust. Now, it's hard to trust. I'm getting my hands warmed up, guys. It's hard to trust what you don't understand. And we had a whole dialogue about that. But for you, it is important to know faith without effort is a moot point. Faith without effort is a moot point. So, what is the effort, you ask? I'm glad you asked that question. The effort is the trust. The effort is the belief. The evidence, the confidence. Those things. That's the work. And the work, oh my gosh. Would you leave me alone? The work is the challenge. I mean, if you think about work in its most simplest forms, work is never effortless. Work is never exciting. I don't care what people tell you. Oh, I'm living the dream. When people say that, my response to that is you do realize that a nightmare is also a dream. Okay? So, with that being said, if y'all are ready to get into this energy reading, you guys, go ahead and put those hand clapping the drums in the chat. Go ahead and put those drums in the chat so we can get ready to go ahead and switch over to the energy reading and see what the spirit has for us. Because I feel like whatever is going to come out today is truly requiring us to have that confidence and that level of trust like never before. That it's going to work out. We got to believe. We got to stand 10 toes down and be fully confident. And it may be challenging. Whatever you're going through, it may be painful right now. It may not make a lick of sense. It may be nauseating. It may be giving you anxiety and grief and everything else. But when we stand on business, knowing who we are and whose we are, and most importantly, knowing that we can't fail, we can never go wrong. What is for you, you can never mess it up. You can sabotage it, but you can't mess it up. You can delay stuff, but you can't mess it up, right? So if y'all ready to get into this reading, go ahead and hit those drums and let's go ahead and switch into this energy portion of today's reading, shall we? All right, guys. So, Spirit, thank you, most divine, most high, for being here with us today. Father, show us great and mighty things. Show us clear and precise messages that will be relatable to those who are in this reading today. Show us how to trust and have hope and to believe in full confidence in the operation of what is going on and how it's working out for our greatest and our highest good. Amen, 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 amen. All right. The overall energy reading for today. Wow. Here goes body and soul. Body and soul. This came out yesterday when we did the little quick run through yesterday. But when we talk about body and soul, you see that there is a heart here that is green. This has a lot to do with your heart chakra, okay? When we talk about body and soul, we have flowers here. We have a dragonfly here. And the one thing that you don't see here is at the top, there's like this spiritual entity, if you will, that is here. It's like a heart with wings on it, and it's like ascending above, okay? So in the background of this card, you have several, about 6 or 7 stars, which represents faith, compassion, illumination. You have the smoke behind us here. You have a lot of different things going on here, right? And you have like this magical moment here. But the reality is the focal point is this heart that's on this card. Let me hold it up so you can see it. Okay, there is a heart that is on that card. So this is about alignment with the body and soul. Spiritual alignment is what I'm gathering. Okay, now the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey . What is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? What is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? What is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? Hey, Kay. Good morning. Everybody that's watching behind the scenes on TikTok, I recommend you go over to YouTube and watch there so you can see the full experience. Ooh. The truth that we need to hear right now for our journey is what? Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay? So it's interesting that as we were referencing the importance of following your intuition and following that trust, right? That was really what I was talking about, not intuition. We were talking about trust and belief. And what does that mean from a dictionary perspective? And a large portion of that is when we talk about that strong knowing, that comes from like the intuitiveness of things, right? In knowing that there is a belief. There is a belief. Things are going to work out. Let me look it up. Because I feel like I'm speaking crazy this morning. So I just defined intuition. And it is also a noun. Okay, so these are things, person, places, or things. Intuition is defined as the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Another definition is a thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning. Okay, so now do you guys understand why this is so important right now? We defined trust, we defined belief, we defined intuition. Okay? Now, those things are important because those are up here, right? These are things that you think about, that big old brain of yours, right? You process, you analyze, you try to move forward. But here's the thing. You got to get your body and your soul in alignment with the things that you're thinking about and you're believing. You got to get in alignment with that. And how do you get in alignment with that when you don't understand, you can't process, it's not making sense, right? You got to have that strong urge to show up and be like, you know what, no matter what, I'm going to stand firm. I'm going to believe. I'm going to trust that it's working out and that my intuition is guiding me. And so what I'm saying is that with this card here, you have not been making the decisions that you know that you need to make because you're not following your intuition. You're not following your intuition. You're holding on, trying to get your body and your soul in alignment. But you don't even know what to believe. What are you trusting? For me, I choose to trust and believe that everything is going to work for my highest and my greatest good. Everything. All right? Everything. Are you trusting it? All right, Spirit. How is this showing up for us in our daily life? How is this showing up for us in our daily life? How is this showing up for us in our daily life? Good morning, everybody on TikTok. Go to YouTube and watch on YouTube, please. That is where you will have the best experience, on YouTube. Hey. Let's see. And if my dog don't leave me alone this morning, I promise you. Sasha, would you stop? No, darn well, she don't do this. Okay. Deep knowing. Wow. Deep knowing. So y'all just got the card that came out for intuition today. With this deep knowing. Okay. Now, I just sat here and spent an amount of time talking about the importance of trust, which was the divine download for today. Trust. I defined for you trust, belief, and intuition. I also just spoke to you the importance of getting in alignment with that, with your body and your soul. We are spiritual beings. We have a body. We possess a soul. We're having a human experience. And sometimes, as I started out in the beginning, thank you, Emily. As we first started talking about this in the beginning of this reading, I told you guys, what did I tell you? Life is coming at so many of us fast that we don't know what to trust. We don't know what to believe. We don't know what to hope for. Your courage is all over the place. You're lacking understanding. You're just feeling beat down. Beat down. If you feel like you're going through a windstorm of life where everything is just circling you at a fast pace right now, and you don't know if you're going or coming, can you go ahead and just raise your hand in the chat? Just raise your hand in the chat. If we're being honest in saying, I don't know how to trust anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore. My intuition has been a little off. I don't feel clear. I don't feel grounded. I don't feel stable. Life is coming at me very, very, very fast. If you are experiencing that right now, can you just go ahead and just raise your hand in the chat? Just go ahead and just raise your hand in the chat. Let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. Because I'm not going to lie to you. It's coming at me like that right now. And I'm just like, what now? What today? I'm not sleeping at night. Got anxiety out the wazoo. You know, and I am trying to tell you, life is coming at a lot of people fast. Okay. Katie says dancing in a hurricane. Yeah. And I mean, I'm just resting. I'm saying that loosely. I'm resting because I know that it will work out. I'm trying not to get lost in the details, you know, and that's something I have to untrain myself from doing, right? But the reality is, I don't care how spiritual you are. I don't care how strong your belief is. We all go through these moments in life. We will all be lying and deceiving ourselves if we sat here and said, no, I never think like that. No, I never have trouble believing. No, I never have trouble following my intuition. Like, that is a lie. That is a lie. Because when things are coming at you so fast like that, it's difficult for you to remain grounded. Because as soon as you get past this storm, pew, 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 it's like Fireball Z. Pew, 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 pew. And it's coming at you fast. It's okay to say, this is too much. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand why this is happening. But I'm going to have trust. I'm going to believe. And I'm going to use my intuition. And I am going to work intentionally on getting my body and my soul in alignment with my highest self. That's what we're talking about here, folks. Get in alignment with your higher self. That's all. All right, so our soul whisper today. What is our soul whisper today? All right, here we go. Soul whisper. Wisdom. Woo! If spirit not coming in this morning talking loud and clear today, wisdom. Now, first of all, there's an owl on this card. All right. And whenever we talk about the owl, okay, the owl is one who represents wisdom. Owls are very unique creatures. They represent change, they represent wisdom, and they also represent intuition. Okay? Owls are so interesting. I don't know if y'all have ever seen an owl. Yes, Bay says, trust God like we're little children. Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you, owls are so precious. Because when it's raining outside, they raise their wings up and they protect their babies underneath their wings. And if you are religious and not spiritual, there is a scripture that talks about underneath the wings of the Almighty shall you abide. He protects you. Yes, I know all birds do that, but what I'm saying specifically about owls, when they do that, okay, they also turn their neck at a full 360 and they look at everything that's going on. So they're not sleep nor slumber. They're paying attention to what's going on. So it's underneath the wings. And then they're looking. Okay? I'm telling you, like, I've been watching animals and how they carry their babies on their back, how they protect them, you know, like all of those different things. Yeah. So even if you think about it, even if you not see in the dark, all of that stuff, you know. Wow. Emily says, I always see egos in my trips. Yeah. Now, y'all know I would never push on y'all any religious anything. But I'm a Christian and I believe in the Bible. If you don't, that's fine. Just disregard what I'm about to tell you. But there is a scripture that talks about you being hidden underneath the shadows of the Almighty, and underneath his wings and feathers, he will protect you, right? So if you can use that imagery of knowing that there is a entity that's surrounding you, having you protected underneath the wing, hey Cass, underneath the wings and feathers, knowing that it's never sleep nor slumber, nothing is catching God by surprise. Okay? Never catching God by surprise. Life is coming at you fast. It ain't coming at God fast. He's sitting there looking like, ooh, right on time, just as I expected. Sounds about right. You know, the reality is God is hearing all these conversations that you weren't privy to. You wondering why things falling apart? Because he was seeing what you couldn't see in the dark. He was hearing the whispers that you couldn't hear because you wasn't even in the room when the conversation was had. He was evaluating and assessing the hidden agendas and motives of the heart. Hey, Angelos. So what I'm telling you is that this is the season. I'm about to get teary-eyed, y'all. This is the season, okay, right now, for you to get settled in your energy space. And for you to settle this once and for all, that no matter what, you're going to trust, you're going to believe, and you're going to follow that intuition, okay? Because 3 cards have come out this morning that's talking about that. Now, for those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, I am a Pisces. For those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, I never read from a book until I like to look at these messages, okay? So while I am looking up these messages, if you are watching behind the scenes on YouTube, go on over on TikTok, go on over to YouTube right now so that you can get the full experience, because you're going to want to see this, okay? Wisdom. Oh, and this is the quote from Rumi. I love her, okay? Yesterday, I was so clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself. You are being urged to take a closer look at things that are not immediately obvious at the present. Many people search outward for answers, but when you look to the eternal world for wisdom or advice, it can be difficult to find things that resonate. It is time to turn inwards and to trust your intuition. No one can truly understand your situation as intimately as you, nor can they detect the subtle nuances that weave through your emotional landscape. Wisdom can often be found in unexpected moments. It can force you to question those things you have known to be true and seed within you a yearning to discover more. It calls you to live skin to skin with the world around you in order to enrich the very fabric of your heart and life. Turn to others for guidance and support, but always listen to your own voice of wisdom when it speaks. Now, the question is, what is the voice of wisdom, you may ask? Great question. Your intuition. It's you. It's you. Okay? So this is about understanding, knowledge, perception, prudence. This is also about you utilizing your third eye. I told you, your intuition. I just turned the page. Your intuition. That thing right here between your eyes. Your intuition. Okay? The more I know, the more I realize I have so much left to learn. Okay? So, the owl is the owl is a one-way shower of wisdom. As a nocturnal creature, he is observing what lies in the shadows. Y'all, ain't this what we just talked about? Is this not what we just... If y'all just heard me say that, I need you to put your ear in the chat. Put your ear in the chat. Get your little ear emoji and drop it down here in the chat. Because I know this is what we just spoke about. Your wisdom comes from not only from knowing yourself, but in how your understanding of self enhances the landscape around you. What is the self? Body and soul. What is the self? Body and soul. You are a spiritual creature or a spiritual being. You're having a physical experience on earth. You have a body, you have a soul. Just because you follow your soul, your karmic cycles and everything else is in your soul, don't mean that you're always in alignment with your highest self. Which is why it's important for you to trust and believe, have confidence, and follow your intuition. Your spirit man is never going to guide you wrong. That internal conflict that you're experiencing is because your soul don't want to always do what the man upstairs, up in here, is trying to get you to do. Child. If that didn't come in like a ton of bricks this morning, if that came and hit you hard this morning, can you drop down in the chat some bricks? Go ahead and drop down in the chat some bricks. If that came at you hard today, put some bricks down in the chat. Because life is coming at all of us fast. Not that I want to talk about politics, but I just want to talk about something specifically. Yesterday, I took a time to step away from the TV because I just didn't want to hear nothing that was going on, okay? And I just so happened to get on X, and across my timeline was a woman, and you may have seen this woman. She went viral yesterday. This woman was waiting for her immigration appointment, and her appointment was at 1 o'clock. She was outside waiting in the cold, bundled up, when she got word that the app was no longer a valid app. It had been decommissioned, and anybody who had an appointment, their appointments were no longer valid. This woman broke down crying. She spoke Spanish, of course, but she broke down crying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what now? You understand? Life is coming at you fast. Yes, it is, Bay. Bay says spirit always wars with the flesh. Exactly right. So I can't imagine what it felt like for this woman in that instance to know that you're waiting for a life-changing appointment, and all of a sudden it's no longer valid. What do you do in that moment? What do you do? She's standing there crying, and people got all their phone. People so disrespectful. People got their phones all up in this lady's face, all like this, all recording. And it's just like, this lady is grieving and is in agony. And the first thing that you can think about is open up your phone and hit record. Let me tell you something. You got friends in your social circle right now. You got family in your social circle right now. They're recording, remembering how you handle yourself right now, because all they doing is waiting to make a fool out of you. They want to make a mockery of you. You know why they want to make a fool out of you? Because they want to say, I knew it wasn't going to work for her, child. I don't know who she thinks she is. And in response to that is, why not me? I trust. I believe. I have full confidence. My intuition will never guide me wrong. Never. Ever. So why not me? Why not me? All right, so let's go. Let me turn off this alarm. Hold on one second. I might have turned it off itself. Okay, sorry guys. All right, so let's switch over to the cosmic insights. The lady, no, I don't know who she was. She popped up on my timeline. So she was being affected by the new immigration policies that went into effect yesterday. So that's why she was crying. She was standing in the street. She had nothing else to do. Like, that was her time. It was her time. But guess what? Even in an instance like that, God saw that coming. God saw that coming, and he has a plan for her. Now, what that plan is, I don't know. She don't even know, But he has a plan for her. But in that moment, all she could do was surrender and break down and cry. Yes, Alicia says, the first ones to judge you are your family. That's absolutely correct. And, again, the Bible speaks of that, So, drums, when you're talking about, they're saying that, who is they? And what you talking about, like the family or something like that with the comfort zones? I just want to confirm that I'm understanding and following your comment. All right, here we go. So the cosmic insight for today is open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. Okay, open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. Now remember, on the body and soul card, we have this heart here. All right. Remember I told y'all when this card first came out, it's about, yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Remember with the body and soul card that we pulled, first thing I told y'all, this was about your heart chakra. Okay. So your heart chakra and your third eye chakra are being in use right now. Okay. They're in play. Sometimes, have y'all ever, let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever met somebody before that you just intuitively like love them and you want to go towards them, even when the surface of everything doesn't look right, it don't feel right, you're getting things that are like indicators to you that something may not be right or may be truthful here? Have y'all ever experienced that before? If you've ever experienced that before, raise your hand. Raise your hand in the chat. If you ever met somebody and you were being urge, like the intuitive nature calling you to go towards somebody, even though you want to run from them. Just raise your hand and put it in the chat. And it's like, it's not making sense why I want to go towards you, because the signs are telling me to run from you, but I'm being called to come towards you. Just raise your hand in the chat. This morning, you're being encouraged to open up your heart to attract more love. And, ooh! Where's that Lil Wayne gif when you need it? Why did I just hear everything ain't what it seems? Everything ain't always what it seems. So tying that back to what we just spoke about, trust, okay? A firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something, okay? It is also a verb, which means it's actionable. Believe in reliability, truth, ability, or strength of. Belief is defined as an acceptance that statement is true or that something exists. It also means trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. Okay? And now we're talking about the intuition, the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. A thing that one knows or considers likely from an instinctive feeling rather than a conscious reasoning. Okay? Ooh, my lamb. Woo! Y'all. And why did why my device is over here acting crazy today? Make it make sense. Let's try this again. If you feel like Spirit is talking to you right now about a variety of things, okay? A variety of things. Can you put in the chat a white heart? If you feel like God has been talking to you in this season about a variety of things, showing you the intentions and motives of people, showing you that you have been in environments that are no longer serving your greatest and your highest good. You've been around folks. You've been focusing on the wrong things at the wrong times, at the wrong places. Or if he keeps nudging you to keep on keeping on and it ain't making sense. Can you put a white heart in the chat right now? All right, what is the news here? Welcome back, Rocky. Wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. Okay? Somebody is being wined and dined here, y'all. All right, somebody's being wined and dined here. Ooh-wee. This is exciting. Okay, like, shoot, I need some love. Well, I just start hearing LL Cool J. When I'm alone in the room, sometimes I hear, when I stare at the wall, sometimes I hear my conscience call. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. I need love. Dim, 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 dim. Somebody need love. All right. Well, we already done covered that one. All right, somebody need love. All right, what is the tea? What is the tea? What is the tea? Grand Rising. If you're watching behind the scenes on TikTok today, go on over to the YouTube. Somebody need love. Yes, I need love. All right, the tea is somebody feels ignored. Somebody feels ignored, okay? Or they're ignoring. It says ignoring, not ignored. It says ignoring, okay? Now, the true emotion here is what? Okay, so Spirit says when it comes to that ignoring card, it's not directed at a person. It's more so of you stepping into a season and belief of not allowing things to corrupt you. Okay? So you're having to ignore all of those. Remember, I just told y'all, Spirit said to me, everything is not all that it seems. Y'all remember I just said that maybe like 5 minutes ago. Okay? Everything is not what it seems to be. So what does that mean for you? You got to ignore the things, the subtle things that you're not so sure about, and focus on the things that you know are true. You got to focus on the things that are true. And I started out this reading talking about how life is coming at everybody so fast right now. You may or may not even know what is true. You may not even know what is true. You over here trying to figure it out yourself. What is true? Well, what is true is that you're like those little eagle babies or owl babies. You're underneath the wings, being protected and being guided. Focus on things that are true. Focus on things that are pure. Focus on the things that you know will never change. Right? Focus. And sometimes the question is, what am I even focusing on? I just saw in my third eye vision being blurry. Like somebody needs glasses, but like the vision is blurry. You can't even focus on what's important because you don't even know what's important. This is wild. Okay. True emotion. Mirroring. Okay. Mirroring. So are you in a connection with somebody that you're mirroring each other? Yeah. Rocky says manipulation of realms, dimensions, stealth, it's blurry. Yeah. Yeah. I think so as well. Okay, I think so as well. Now, when we look at what lies beneath all of this. So, Rocky, you say something very interesting in the chat. Rocky says, also, they're doing magic to take the sacral and third eye. Let me tell you something, girl. Y'all remember when I told y'all around New Year's, I was doing a cord cutting ceremony? And y'all remember that I said that I found out that somebody had done some work, some magic. And I remember I said I had 3 hooks in me. 2 was in my heart. 1 was in my heart. 1 was in my third eye. 1 was in my sacral chakra. You remember I told you that? Y'all got to be careful who y'all messing with. Seriously. You got to be careful who you messing with. All right, here we go. When we look into the what lies beneath, what do we see? What lies beneath? What do we see? Yep. Child, when they told me that and I knew where it came from, I said, ooh, I ain't got to ever talk to that person again, sugar. Never again. All right. Right. So, okay, so somebody is promiscuous. Somebody sleeping around a lot, has a free-for-all, sleeps with your man, okay? So somebody likes to be outside, okay? They like to be outside for, here. All right. Now, yes, What Lies Beneath is a movie. Yep, yes it is. All right, here we go. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Distractions, temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. Okay? So the person who is being very promiscuous is also very distracted. All right? Very interesting. I think I'm gonna have to reshuffle these energies around when we get there. All right, here we go. Yin and yang. When we look into the yin and yang, when we look into the yin and yang, what is the influential energy here? Higher self. We spoke about this earlier. We spoke about the higher self, okay? Higher self activation, higher self integration, awakening, timeline shift, okay? Somebody's your higher self is communicating with you. They're trying to lead and guide you to going down the path of least resistance. And part of the reason why you're not moving on to that place, into that space in this season of your lifetime is because you have that higher knowing that you should be doing something different, but you're not following it. Therefore, this is why we have indecision occurring. You're not allowing your intuition to guide you through all aspects of your life. Child, let me tell you. Ooh, what is the true crime here? Now, for those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, this is my true crime deck. If anything too gruesome comes out, I'm going to skip it and just go to another card, okay? What is the true crime here? What is the true crime here? Okay. So it's interesting that this should come out. Natural disaster came out. But if you will recall, when I started this reading, what did I start out saying? If you are in the tornado of life and you feel like life is coming at you fast and it's just, I said that in the beginning of this reading. So I'm going to keep this card because that's the way it feels like life is coming at you right now. Okay. One thing after another, after another, after another, okay? Now, Spirit, does this person love you or love you not? Does this person love them or love them not? Yeah, I got friends that's out there in LA too that's suffering right now with the natural disasters too. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm really not into you, but I like the attention that you give me. So let's verify. It's a complicated feeling and they have conflicting feelings, okay? So they're not hot nor cold at you. It's complicated for them, all right? And last but not least, what is blocking? What is blocking this? What is blocking this? Self-neglect. You're neglecting your own needs in a relationship. Practice self-care. Okay? So, I'm going to rearrange these energies around. Sometimes they fall out how they should, and sometimes they don't. All right, so I feel like the first person who needs to open up their heart, okay, it will help them attract more love. I feel like person A is also going through a higher self-activation right now, where they're starting to have this awakening that the reason why you're in the situations that you're in is because you're not following your intuition. You're not standing on what you're believing. You're not trusting. Okay? Life is just coming at you fast, dealing with this natural disaster. Okay? So, again, it's not a physical natural disaster. It is the breaking down of life as you know it. It is the breaking down of life as you know it. In the past, you have been neglecting yourself. You've been putting everybody else's needs above your needs. And now Spirit is saying you need to be paying attention to how you feeling. How you doing? Okay? Spirit is like, listen, stop putting everybody else before you.
How you doing?
All right, stop it. All right? And last but not least, you need to start to build yourself up and be resistant. So much so that no matter what comes at you, you're not even bothered by it. You know, again, one of my favorite scriptures, I'm not moved by what I see, but by what I know. Okay? And remember, I told y'all that Spirit told me everything is not what it seems. So you are being guided and encouraged today to focus on your intuition. What is your higher self telling you? What is your higher self telling you, person A? What is it telling you? Where is it telling you to go? Who is it telling you to talk to or not talk to in this season of your life? All right? This is changing who you are. This is causing you to realign your body and your soul with your higher self. Okay? You are being called right now by the 5D to line up, straighten up, and fly right. Because this is giving you a season of wisdom. You already got the deep knowing of what's going on. This is your intuition card right here. You know what's going on. Wisdom is here. All right? But so is indecision too. Now, person B, they like to wine and dine. So basically what I'm getting at is person B is a fake, a phony, and a fraud. Okay? Person B is a fake, phony, and a fraud. They like to wine and dine. They want to be very promiscuous. They always want to keep you waiting. They're very distracted. They like to mirror you, to pretend like they got feelings for you when they really freaking don't. They just making stuff up to keep you in a chokehold because we have determined that they really don't like you like that. They just like the attention that you give them. Let's just be honest. How many people do you know right now that don't really like you? They just want the attention that you give. Like, just raise your hand in the chat. If you know that you've been likely dealing with somebody who really don't even like you like that, they just want to focus on the attention that you give. Can you raise your hand in the chat? If you know good and doggone well, they don't even like you like that. They just want attention. Just raise your hand in the chat. Just want some attention. Over here picking fights with you because they just want attention. Okay? Just want attention. Or your energy. That's right, Rocky. Or your energy. All right, here we go. So, the question is, whose business is this? If y'all ready to get down and see who this message is for today for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, I want you to find those drums and hit it again in the chat. Go ahead and hit them drums in the chat because we got to figure out whose business this is, shall we? people, as we shift from insights to the energy of the potential parties that are involved, please remember to focus on what resonates with you and take what doesn't. Remember to focus on what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, okay? Don't overlook a message without considering your placements. I am doing a reading for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, which are several different placements. So, unless you know where you and all your person's placements are, okay, then you don't know if this message is or is not for you, okay? Listen, babe, listen. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. All right, so Spirit, whose business is this? Whose business is this? Person A, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You are coming in this morning as the lovers, okay? This is about love, harmony, relationships, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment. Emphasis on the word alignment, because we've been talking about that a few times this morning in the other segments of the show. Deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. Okay. Good morning, Belinda. Welcome back. So we're talking about the lovers this morning with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. All right. The lovers. This is major arcana. Okay. So this is changing how you think. All right. Changing how you think. So what's important to know about that is that if you think about everything we talked about in the beginning of this reading, during the insights and the beginning of the energy reading, it will all make sense why that card came out. Okay, because you're going to be forced to make some choices that you probably are not ready to make. But again, this is about you learning how to trust and how to have belief and follow your intuition. That's the alignment. That is the alignment here. Okay, now person B is coming in this morning as the Queen of Wands. So this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person may also have Pisces in their chart as well. Okay. But they're coming in as the Queen of Wands today. This is courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. Okay. So we got two energies going on here. We have fire and air. All right, fire and air energy today. All right. So when we talk about fire, that's hot and dry. And when we talk about air, that's wet and hot energy. Interesting, right? Okay, you can't get fire without air. You need air, right? So you can't have one without the other. Child, if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need y'all to go ahead and find those magnifying glasses. Go ahead and find those magnifying glasses so we can zoom in. We listen. We don't judge. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this reading. If y'all are ready to get into this reading, all right. I need to see those magnifying glasses go up in the chat so we can go ahead and go there, because I feel like this is about to be very interesting. We got somebody who's being led to open up their heart into love and to choose themselves. We got somebody else who's all about a good time, not a long time. They here to wine and dine. They promiscuous. They distracted. They really don't like you like that. They just like the attention that you give. Okay? If y'all ready for this, go ahead and hit those magnifying glasses, shall we?
I should have followed my own. I should have followed my own intuition. I should have followed my own. I knew it. I should have followed my own. 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 Willing.
Excuse me. Now, I was going to use my other cards today, But Spirit said, go use the owl deck, because we've been talking a lot about owls and the importance of what owls bring. So we're going to use the owls this morning. Okay? Here we go. If you're watching behind the scenes on TikTok this morning, go on over to the YouTube channel. We are live. Thank you, 23. Go on over to the YouTube so you can get the full experience. All right? Now, that's crazy. All right, these cards are so slippery. All right, I'm shuffling one more time. Why don't they want to shuffle? Really? Person A, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're having I'm chuckling, but it's not funny. They're having a very difficult period in life right now. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you don't know what the heck is happening to you right now. You're confounded, you're confused. And it feels like you keep on falling for the wrong type of person. All right, here we go. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, person A. The Empress. So you're also starting, let me move this around, my little script, so y'all can see a little bit better. The Empress. There we go. All right, the Empress, y'all. The Empress, the Empress, the Empress. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you've come into the conclusion recently that you are worthy and worth so much more than what you have been getting in past relationships. The Empress is also major arcana, okay? So you're coming in this morning with the energy of, I'm ready to be married. I'm ready to have a soulmate. I'm ready to have my husband, my spouse, my life partner. I'm tired of playing games anymore. I know that I'm worth more than just a good time. I'm here for a long time, okay? What I give my people when they come into my life is irreplaceable. I know who I am. I know what I am. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. In the past, I have sacrificed and alienated myself for the best interests of others. I have allowed people to drag me along in situations and circumstances that were not serving my greatest and my highest good. I've ignored all the signs that were coming my way in the past, letting me know that so-and-so was not a good person for me. And I am now in this position and in a place where I am here and I am willing to open up my heart. And I am ready to receive love. I know that part of the reason why I've been in these situations in the past is due to indecision. I was not allowing my intuition to lead and to guide me to the highest and greatest goods, right? When my spirit man kept telling me, don't talk to somebody, I kept talking to him anyway. When my spirit man was telling me to talk to somebody else, I didn't like them because I didn't like what they were giving me at a surface level. But everything ain't what it seems to be. And I regret that. Now I have a deep knowing. Now I'm going to trust my intuition. I know what that looks like. I know what that feels like. And what's right is right is right. And what's wrong is wrong is wrong. And now I have the wisdom that I need. Okay, I have all the wisdom that I need to change my life today. I don't have to wait for another opportunity. I can do it right now. And I am going to focus on getting my mind, my body, and my soul all in alignment so that I can open up my heart and so that I can give and receive love because I know that I am worthy. I'm doing the work. I'm healing all those childhood wounds. I know what's triggering me. I know what's attractive to me. I know what's alluring to me. And when I see those behaviors popping up now, I'm not responding because I know that those are unhealthy behaviors. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you have really started to tap into your higher self. And now that you are going through this awakening that we talked about over here, you're going to start seeing a timeline shift occur for you. Because you're finally in alignment. You're finally in alignment. Mind, body, and soul. Alignment. Remember, this is about your heart chakra and your third eye chakra. Okay? You're following your intuition to use your heart. And once you tap into that, you're going to know the right things to say, the right people to be around, because you know. It's like if you know, you know. You know how you hear people always talk about when they meet somebody, when you know, you know? You know how you hear that? When people be like, well, how did you know that was it? When you know, you know. And you're going to start coming across people that are going to give you that when you know, you know. Okay? When you know, you know. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you are coming in today. Woo! Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Okay? Girl, can you give me a break today, please? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I need y'all to come to the front of the room real quick. I just need y'all to come to the front of the room real quick. If there is a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that is present here, or if you are a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that could possibly be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, can you put in the chat for me a fire sign if this is you? Okay, just put the fire down in there. All right? Okay. I'm seeing Leo and I'm hearing Sagittarius. Just put the fire sign so I can see you real quick. I need you to come to the front of the class. Don't be ashamed. We're not judging. Okay, we're not judging. But I'm about to get all up in your business. Okay. Now, you know Mimi love you. Okay, Mimi love you. So I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad. Okay. But help me to understand, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You like the presentation of the wine and dine, okay? You like the presentation of it. But you know darn well your main goal is to get what you're going to get out of this. You know that your main goal is to get what you're going to get out of this. Okay? You know that your main goal is not nothing serious. You just want to be promiscuous. You just want to get to the get down. Okay? Everything look good and dandy to you. Everything. I'm not saying that this applies to all. I'm not saying that this applies to all. Okay? But for the people that are in this dynamic, okay, remember to take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. All right? You are in a place where you're not really into this person. You're liking the attention that they're giving you. Okay? You're into it for the attention purposes. All right? You're very confident. You like being able to go out and to conquer and to pursue those things that are entertaining to you, that they're catching your eye. Okay? And what's interesting is with this Judgment card coming out here in reverse, all of the things from the past are starting to come back and to present itself in a way that is making you feel really uncomfortable, because now people are possibly seeing you for who you are. And now that they're starting to see past the ambiance of the whining and the dining and the dating and the romance, they're seeing maybe possibly that you are a flawed person. Like that may not be who you really are at a surface. Remember, because I told you, Spirit said, everything is not what it seems. Okay? So at a surface, this is good. You like it. You enjoy it. Okay? But really deep down, you got motives. And now that other people are starting to pick up on that, other people being Aries, Leo, I'm not Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in this instance, okay? Now that they're starting to see that, they're starting to call BS.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Okay? They're starting to call it. Now, what's also interesting is that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they're not innocent. They're not innocent at all. Okay? But as I explained to you, they're going through a wake-up call. They're going through an awakening. So what typically happens when that happens, think about it like this. When people are new to their spiritual journey, oh, I give y'all a good example. And I think she a Leo, I think. Y'all know that girl B. Simone? Y'all know who I'm talking about, B. Simone? Raise your hand in the chat if you know who B. Simone is. Y'all know who B. Simone is? Let me look her up because I think she's a Leo. Or Aries. Hold on. I think she's an Aries, okay? So let me pick on B. Simone real quick. Not because I just want to say hateful and malicious things, but I want to pick on her real quick to amplify the point that I'm making. Y'all know how it is when people get new to their spiritual journey, and then all of a sudden they want to put down everybody else who's doing and believing and conducting themselves different. But you was a part of that crowd at one point in time. And now that you have disassociated yourself because you've gone through an awakening, now all of a sudden you want to criticize and ostracize and judge everybody else who's still in that circle that you came from. That's what's happening here. That is exactly what is happening here with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who have been dealing with this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You've been ignoring your intuition. You've been going against. Listen, I've been hurt too. But you've been ignoring the intuition. You've been ignoring what your spirit is telling you. You done got into it with this person. And now that you're going through this storm of life and everything is coming at you fast and you're having to make key and critical decisions, now all of a sudden you want to sit up here and you want to judge people. And trust me, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they're feeling the judgment. Because if that wasn't in you, what would have attracted them to you to begin with? Okay? It's always been in you all this time. Now, the positives in this is the Chariot, okay? Now, we talked about these red flags in the beginning of this reading when we started talking about the intuition. And remember, I asked the question. Remember, I asked you, how many of you have been in a relationship with somebody where you just felt intuitively led to talk to them? You didn't know why. It doesn't make sense. You don't understand it. You just feel led. Remember, I asked that question? Raise your hand in the chat if you remember when I asked that question. And I asked that question and I said, it was right on time when I said, everything is not what it seems. Okay? Remember I talked about ignoring the red flags and all of that, right? Remember when I said that? Look at this card. So the positives is that you have positive and negative energy coming together to take you to a new destination. But you have this owl that is on this card seemingly ignoring all of the red flags. The red flags are over here. The owl is looking over here. Okay? Overlooking and ignoring all the things that are going on. All right? Now, what is also here is that they are willingly ignoring all these signs. They're excited. They're feeling creative. They're feeling ambitious. They're feeling like they're tuned in, tapped on. Tuned in and turned on to where they need to be and how they need to be there. Okay? And some of this in part is because their intuition is guiding them to make the decisions that they have delayed making. But I'm going to be honest with you. Life is inundating them. Pew, 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 pew. And now they're being called, what do I really, truly trust? What do I truly, really believe in? What am I even really thinking? Is this my brain telling me to do this, or is this my intuition calling me? And you know when your intuition is calling you because it keeps nudging at your heart. It's an impulse that tells you where to go and how to get there and what to do. It's an impulse. Y'all, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. But the consequence here is that this is a disaster waiting to happen. You have a huge tower moment coming before you right now that is coming to you out of nowhere. Remember, I talked about this natural disaster. And I said it's not the natural disaster that you're thinking about. It's the feeling of your life falling apart. So the positive was you followed your intuition. You ignored all the red flags. You kept going towards it, even though it didn't feel good, even though it was telling you it was time to back out and withdraw. You kept going forward. You kept dealing with this person. This person kept entertaining you, making you feel like they wanted something more than what they really wanted. And the reality is that puts you in a position that you can't get out of. So it seems. But it's really divine alignment to take you into your next season, into that spiritual awakening that you needed to get to. So what I'm telling you is you had to go through this season of your life in order for you to get into the better season that is coming. What lies before you is greater than what is behind you, folks. And you don't even see it right now. You don't see it. All you see is the hurt. All you see is the sadness. All you see is the grief. But what I'm telling you is when you get in alignment, mind, body, and soul with your higher self, you won't be afraid to make decisions that you know you need to make because your intuition is guiding you. You won't be afraid anymore about leaving those behind that are not serving your true and highest good because now you got the wisdom. You have the discernment. You have that key knowing of what you need to do. This is about you learning the freaking lesson. Yes, Don. This is about you learning the lesson. And the question then becomes, why have you been so intentional about not learning the lesson? You just want love. When I'm alone in the room, sometimes I stare at the wall. Whatever the song says, right? But this is about you trusting. You got to learn how to trust. The universe will remove people that don't belong there when it's time. Okay? We'll remove them.
You are a scammer.
The universe will bring people in your life when it's time. But your angels and everybody else can't do what they have to do if you're unwilling to cooperate. You understand that? I'm not saying by any figment of the imagination that there's not, an understanding or a will that you're going to do what you want to do. That's true. But you're making things difficult for yourself. When you keep going against the grain, you continue to make things difficult for yourself. If you truly trust and believe and are following your intuition, then you won't go against the grain. You're just going to wake up one day and someone's going to be like, you know what? I don't like you no more.
You're ugly, you're skinny, you're shaped funny.
You just start looking at people sideways. And you be sitting up there looking like, I don't even know why I like you. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Child. Anyway, so
You over here trying to be romantic with this person, or this person trying to be romantic with you, and you be like, ew, your neck crease stank. You know, like, they over here, they ain't doing nothing no different than what they've always done. The back of your ear is dirty. You know what I mean? Like, you just start picking out their flaws. And granted, everybody is imperfect, but you're starting to see this person from a different lens. You are being encouraged today to save yourself from this person who is never going to give you what you are expecting for them to give you. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are at a whole different vibration than where you're trying to go. And the only way that you're going to get what you're looking for is to meet the vibration. You got to meet it. So either you're going to rise to where you're supposed to be going, or you're going to stay where you've been, and you're going to keep on getting what you got. It's that simple. Now, what this is trying to teach you is that if you be honest and really think about this holistically, this ain't been working. If you be honest with yourself, this ain't been working for a long time. Give me 2 minutes, okay? Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to go get my water bottle, get some water because I'm thirsty. Give me 2 minutes. I want you to think about in the chat, when was the last time you went against your intuition and dated somebody you know darn well you ain't have no business dating? And I want you to write those stories down in the chat. I want you to share in the chat a time. You don't have to say names. You could just use zodiac signs. I want you to write in the chat when the last time you dated somebody and how disastrous it was for you. And I want you to specifically recall why it was disastrous for you. So I want you to write that in the chat and give me 2 minutes, okay? All right, y'all. Thank you. All right. So, not the way they breathing starts bothering you. I know that's right. So we definitely have an instance where you know that something is not working. Okay. You know that it's not working for you. You know that it has been taking its toll on you. Okay. So Kimberly Griffin says in the chat, it was a Libra and an Aries, and he turned out to be the devil himself. Very toxic. Yeah, I believe it. Okay. Listen, Linda, listen. So it's interesting because we're at that space in that time where things are like really starting to take its toll. And the reality is that it's not working. That's what this has been trying to teach you this whole time. It is not working. It has not been working, right? But you've been trying to stay in a situation that is not beneficial to you. Now you're getting the wake-up call. Okay? Now you're getting the wake-up call. It's not supposed to work. You're going to a new level, a new dimension. You're ascending. And you're trying to still be with somebody that's low vibrational. I mean, we got to call it what it is. We got to call it what it is. When you're talking about somebody who is promiscuous and sleeps around a lot, that tells you right there by itself that this particular individual is very low vibrational, because they don't even value the importance of connectivity, sexual intimacy, and what that does for you. So like Rocky and I were talking about earlier about the magic that occurs. There's people out here who do sex magic. Okay? There are people out here that are looking to harness your energy. They're here. You didn't believe it before, but you got somebody that does that. They like to deceive you. They like to deceive you. And the reality is if you see yourself vibrated at that higher level, then you won't allow yourself to fall victim to being around somebody who that's what they do. You start getting a little bit more conscientious about where you involving yourself. What you need to do to heal, baby, you've been holding on to this for way too long. You've been holding on to this for way too long. You been should have walked away from this. You been should have let that go. But we knew that when the indecision card came out. I used my intuition in all aspects of life. We knew then that you were holding on and refraining from making a decision that you knew you needed to make. Why was you scared of walking away? Why were you so afraid to walk away? Was it because you thought it was better to have somebody than not at all? Is that why you were so afraid to walk away? You preferred to deal with the devil you knew than not to be alone? You held on to a relationship that was compromising your destiny. It was compromising the future. And for what purpose? When you really think about it, the question then becomes, and for what purpose? What you do that for? What you do that for? Sophia says got comfortable with the situation. I believe it. This part, and it goes back to the reason why this mirroring card came out. They wanted to make you feel like they were interested in you, that they were true, but the reality is they weren't feeling like that at all. I'm not really into you, but I like the attention you gave me. It came out here. They don't even like you like that. You understand? You don't like me like that, and I don't like you like that. Then what we doing on the phone? What we really doing on the phone? Well, for one, you keep on going back to the way it felt when you first met this person. You keep on thinking back how good it used to be when they used to come around doing what they do, whining and dining you. Now you can't even get this person to take you out on a date. You keep thinking back to how they used to make you feel loved and cared for and admired and all of those good things. But they're not doing it anymore because they have neutralized you to where that can no longer be or should be the expectation for you. Somebody put down in the chat earlier talking about getting comfortable. They did enough to get you, but they don't want to do the most to keep you. Why? You have to ask yourself why. And the reason why they're not is because they don't even care to keep you. They just like the attention that you give. You're available. They ain't got to spend no money on you. They done got you to the point where they coming right on over to your house. They gonna Netflix and chill, suck up all your heat and all your air, and not even bring a pizza when they come. Not even stop at Chick-fil-A to get you something to eat. And you keep holding on to this for what purpose? For what purpose? You got the High Priestess. So now we got the intuition coming in here. Okay, with this High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck. You are being charged to use your intuition, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is about you. Stop acting like you don't know what you need to be doing and how you need to be doing it and why you need to be doing it. You know. You know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You know exactly why you should be doing the things that you should be doing. You know why. But you just haven't been thinking and doing. Why? Why? Why have you been so delayed in taking action and moving forward? I think it's more so scared of being alone. Scared of being alone. And now Spirit is telling you it's time for you to get rid of all of these people out of your life that are no longer serving you.
Get that garbage out of here!
It's time to remove the garbage. It's time for you to remove the garbage. It is time for you to be in alignment with your highest self and knowing that things that are not serving you are no longer going to be applicable to you anymore. You know why? Because they're not serving you. They're not serving you. The Knight of Wands. Okay? There has been possibly a lack of action taken here for quite some time. It has been here for quite some time, allowing or enabling you, right? Crippling you from trying to make the right choices, go the right direction, and do the right things, okay? I feel like there has been a petitioning of some sort going from this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, trying to get them to do something, do something. Just like, if you love me, you wouldn't do this. If you really care for me, you wouldn't do this. Like that type of petitioning, right? It definitely feels like there has been a lot of superficial passion, not real passion, but superficial passion coming to like disrupt you. So like what I'm saying is that they are using this as an opportunity, okay, to try to wheedle you into staying someplace that you don't belong. Okay, they're trying to whittle you into staying someplace you don't belong. They're trying to handicap you, okay? And it feels like you have a habit, a strange habit of being loyal and faithful to people who are not serving your greatest and your highest good. You feel bad. Okay, you feel bad. And it's pretty much exactly what Cat Williams said. You know, you have a strange alliance to losers. And that's where you got to stop that.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
In this season of your life, you can't do that no more. If somebody want to stay down, let them stay down. It's not your job to pick them up. It's not your job to help them out. It's not your job to help them heal. It's none of those things. Because if we really look at this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, part of the problem is they're still dealing with a whole lot of unresolved, unhealed traumas that they haven't even wanted to evaluate. They're running from it. They're running from it. And it goes back into what I mentioned earlier. If this were not true, they wouldn't be promiscuous. They wouldn't be distracted easily by all of these different things. It's a superficial part of them. It's superficial. It has no merit. Ooh. We got the Chariot in reverse, clarifying the Chariot. Okay? If you're being honest with yourself, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you're going nowhere in this relationship, and you know it. You know it. You ain't going nowhere. Dating this person. Listen, you dating this person and thinking that you're going to be husband, wife, or boyfriend. You ain't even boyfriend, girlfriend. You just a friend.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So what you focused on? What is calling you? What is petitioning you to be in this situation with this person? Well, they don't even value you enough to put a title on it. They over here running game on you, telling you, well, I don't believe in titles. You don't believe in titles, but you wearing designer clothes. You don't believe in titles, but you over here driving the finest automobile that you can afford. But you don't believe in titles? Make it make sense. You got to have the latest and the greatest of whatever your heart's desires. But you don't believe in titles? I don't want to put you in a box like that. I didn't say what size box. I said to label it. If you feel the way that you feel, what is it? So that I can make sense of this. Am I your girlfriend or not? What are we doing? What are we doing? And if we're being honest, but I wouldn't be myself if I didn't say it. A lot of us have gotten so comfortable with being undefined. And then we wonder why we're confused about the way things are happening and why they're happening the way that they're happening. When things are defined, expectations are set. So you're getting the less of what you are expecting because you don't even know what you're aiming towards. We got the King of Cups, y'all, in reverse. Part of the reason why this individual is not electing to put a label on the relationship is because they're being dishonest. The moment they commit to you, the moment they gonna have to call up Susan, Karen, Brittany, and Joni and break up with all of them. And that's not even including the ones that's in the pipeline as being heated right now. You understand? This ain't even including the ones that they trying to prey on. These just the ones that they already preyed upon. Okay? Like, I'm telling you, this person is being very, very, very deceitful. And the question is, you got to ask yourself, why? Why are you being so intentional to try to deceive me? And it is what I told you it is. They're blocking you from actualizing your destiny. Now you got the Queen of Cups. You know who you are. You know what you're supposed to be doing in this life. You know that you got a whole heart to give that's willing and ready to nurture and to be loved and supported and guided. You know this. So again, I ask, why are you so comfortable with staying in a situation that is so unpromising?
Embarrassing.
Why are you so comfortable with staying in a situation undefined, untitled? Like, why are you so okay with this? If you have dreams and aspirations of being married, why do you keep dealing with somebody who don't think like that? If you are wanting to have longevity and all those good things that y'all be seeing on social media, now that's a different story, but just go with me. If that's what you're looking for, then how do you settle for a person who doesn't even have a lick of romance in their life? You want somebody to go above and beyond and to do nice things for you, make you feel loved, give you the warm and the fuzzies. You want all of that. But then you're dealing with somebody who all they want to do is pop up Netflix, chill for 2 hours, and then they go on home. They go on about their business to the next person. How do you do that? And why do you do that? If you know that this person's motives are not aligned with yours, you know what time it is. Hang up the phone. Stop giving them credence. Sucking up all your unlimited minutes. Texting you on your phone. Taking up your unlimited data. Talking about a bunch of nothing. It's time to free yourself from this. And that's what this reading is about. You're at that phase. You're at the I can never say that word, of something fresh and something new. And you're not going to elevate into that until you get to the point where you let go of those things that are no longer serving you. And if we're being honest, since this person been in your life has been in a whirlwind. Be careful who you let in your house. This is going to make you a better person with this Strength card. This is making you grow up. This is not only changing how you think on the inside, but this is also changing how you're going to show up. You're in the midst of a transformation. You're in the midst of it. That's why it don't feel good. That's why it's confusing and convoluted and complicated. Because you refuse to trust the process. You refuse to follow your intuition. You refuse to believe that it is time for you to grow and to go in life. And now that you're here, you're starting to see the evolution of everything. And you're starting to see how this person was keeping you from moving into your destiny and how they were blocking you from your success. It's time to get them out your house.
Excuse you.
Let's close this out. So, as we shift to talk about final outcomes, I can't predict free will. The only thing I can do is read energy and tell you what's here. Okay, that's the only thing I can tell you is what is here, what I can see. If you don't like it, you can always change the outcome. You know how you change the outcome? By taking action. That's it. Nobody else can make you take action. Nobody else can make you do something you don't want to do. Nobody else can make you do anything. But you're being guided today to take action. All right. So final outcomes. First thing, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You got to get your confidence back. Okay? You got to get your confidence back. You have allowed this person to pull you down. Okay? They done pulled you down. They done talked to you so much about what they want in life that you done forgot what your dreams and your goals are. You forgot about your own aspirations. Okay? And you are being reminded today that it is time for you to get your confidence back and remember yourself. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. It's okay that you spent a lot of time here dealing with this person. You needed this lesson to grow and to go. Okay? But justice is on your side. Everything that was happening to you is now happening for you. Okay? When you weigh the heart of this person against the feather, you really do realize just how much they're not a good person. When you really evaluate all of the things that they've done objectively, you realize how you have neglected your own needs for them. You enabled them to be a toxic relationship because you didn't set firm boundaries. You didn't call it out when it was happening. You just kept turning that blind eye, acting like nothing was happening. And then when the stuff blew up, you want to act like you couldn't believe your eyes, looking like a deer in headlights. You can't do that no more, folks. It's okay. Say what you said. Mean what you mean. Don't falter. Stand on business. If a boundary of yours is, I don't do Netflix and chill, then that's it. Don't let this person suggest to you in any form, fashion, well, you know that new Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz movie is on. Okay. Well, you go to your house and you watch it, and I stay at my house and I watch it. And we could talk about it on the phone at the same time in real time and get reactions. That's what we can do. But what I'm not going to do is allow you to come over here in my house, lay up in my bed, get comfortable, and feel like that's the bare minimum of what you got to do. We ain't doing that no more. They are definitely being exposed right now as being the liar that they are. Okay? With this 7 of swords in reverse. Yeah. Once you start really evaluating who they are and what they've been doing and what they've been up to, you're going to start coming to the conclusion real quick that they ain't who they say they are. It ain't going to take a lot for you to realize this. Once you start evaluating them for who they really are and being honest with yourself, you're going to start seeing a whole different version of this person. And it's really going to break your heart, but it's going to break it in a beautiful way in which you're going to grow into understanding that I no longer can accept nor tolerate this type of behavior for this season in my life moving forward. I just can't. I just can't. My life is falling apart so that better things can come together. Happiness is out there. I want a happy home and I deserve that. I want a lover that's going to be stable. I'm manifesting this lover. I'm working hard to get this lover. I'm positioning myself to be in the right place at the right time. And we started out this whole reading talking about the lovers. That is your energy right now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You are coming in as the lovers. Love, harmony, relationships, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. That's you. But how you going to be coming in with that and you still dealing with somebody else who's distracted, somebody else who's promiscuous? They don't really like you like that. How you going to find love like that? How you going to get that with that? It's almost like trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. How you going to get that like that? I'm just being honest. How you going to get that like that? If you want that type of love, you got to invest in that type of love. Because guess what? While this type of love is available to you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, guess what? They ain't going to be afraid to put a title on it. They ain't going to be afraid to swoop you up. And be like, nah, you my girl. Because I don't want nobody else having that. Yep. That's how that goes. They ain't going to be scared. We got the 6 of Cups again. At the undercurrent energy. Okay? It's like you almost stuck in a time warp where you continue to think about what your past relationships have looked like and what they have felt like. And stop looking at the past. Because what's before you is nothing like what's behind you. Stop looking at the past, girl. Stop it. Sir. Stop it. Ain't nothing back there for you. Then we determined already what's before you is greater than what's behind you. What's back there ain't got nothing on what's coming. But you got to put yourself in the right place at the right time. Open up your intuition. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. So are you willing to do the work to get what you want? Or are you going to keep on sabotaging? Self-sabotaging. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Romeo and Juliet, what messages do you have for the people who are in this reading? The Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the only card I'm going to pull this evening too, this morning. It's a new day, a new beginning. That's right. Banishment, severing ties, protection from further injury. If this ain't what we've been talking about this whole reading, I don't know what we have been. Banishment. It's time to get these folks out your house. That's what we've been talking about. Get these folks up out your house. Hey, Nakia, welcome back, boo. I ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah, it's time to get these people out your house. Out your house. Happy birthday, babe. Yeah, it's time to get these people out your house. You've been entertaining them, bringing the wrong people in. It's time to get them out your house. Now, Spirit, What is some shadow work that we need to be working on during this time? So let's start with these Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Shadow work for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Shadow work for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Obscurity. In the unknown, there lies room for endless possibilities, darkness, ambiguity, and mystery. Okay, so this goes back to trusting, which we've been talking about this whole time. And if you don't believe me, go back on YouTube and watch the reading from the beginning. We've been talking about the importance of trusting, believing, and following your intuition. And that sentiment has been perpetuated and repeated 1, 2, 3 times. 4. This got something to do with your heart and where you're going and what you need to be doing next with your life. So right now, you're being encouraged to focus on being comfortable with the unknown. All right? Be comfortable with the unknown. Now, shadow work for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Desire. Harness the power to manifest dreams, not delusions. Well, if that ain't what we've been talking about too. This is about longing, yearning, and craving. Okay? We've been talking about this. 6'3". If you just go to @MimiLightSeer, you'll see it. I have to update it once I end the live because I'm live streaming on YouTube. But if you go there now, that link will be the same link. I just got to change the title. Okay? So just go to my page @MimiLightSeer on YouTube. @MimiLightSeer. That's where the full experience is today. All right? Well, it'll probably be the full experience moving forward till TikTok stop being a prick about my introduction. All right, now. They've been creating a lot of illusions, that's for sure. Delusions. Yeah, it's all about desire. It's the one that we're doing right now. If you go, you should see that I'm live on there. It should show you that I'm live. Click that, enter the live, and that's the link. All right. You may be seeing the numbers 999. This is about you releasing. Endings are new beginnings in disguise. An ending symbolizes the closure of one door and the opening of another. The whisper is reminding you to release and allow. It is in the release where the magic happens. If this is not what we've been talking about all day, what a great way to book end the reading, okay? Your affirmation for today is doors open for me where others have closed, bringing transformation to my mind, my body, and my soul. I can't make this up, y'all. I cannot make it up. Y'all been sitting here for the past 2 hours. And if you have heard me repeat the same messages over and over and over and over and over again, can you just raise your hand in the chat? Because everything that I've said meant something. This is about you getting in alignment with your mind, body, and soul, with your spirit self, your highest self. And you know that it's time. You know it's time. You know it's time. You just ain't been wanting to make the decision. That's what that's about. You just ain't want to make the decision. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Pisces Tarot today. If you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all, @MimiLightSeer for additional content. This message will be recorded and put up. It's up now. So if you catch it while it's still live, you can go back and watch it from the beginning. But if not, you can give me a second to update the information on the reading, and it will be available to you as soon as this reading is over, okay? Remember, you can always replay this reading at any time that you need a little guidance. So don't forget to bookmark it for easy access later. I love hearing from you, so please share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed today's experience, don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up, okay? Don't hesitate to go ahead and give me a thumbs up, all right? Now, I am also booking personal readings at PiscesTarot.com. So if you feel like you're interested in doing a personal reading, go ahead and book your appointment over there now. A huge thank you to all of our viewers who participated in today's conversation. A warm thank you to all of my new followers. Okay. Thank you so much for the new subscribers. And I want to express my gratitude to those who gifted me during this time. All right. Now, I just want to say thank you for y'all's patience and y'all diligence with me as I overcome these crazy sleep schedules and cycles and things like that. So if I'm not always here at the same time, or if I'm here earlier or later than usual, just give me your grace right now. All right. So with that being said, I am tired and I am about to get out of your business. All right. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. Oh, Myra, you overslept. Okay, it's all good. It'll be here. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.